This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is the former England attacker, Sue Smith. And it's all about action from MLS. It's the Philadelphia Union, and they take on Toronto FC.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm anticipating a good game today. The coaching staff have done all they can. Now it's about taking it onto the pitch.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-4-2, and I always think that this system offers a strong defensive presence all over the pitch. And in attack, you always have numbers getting forward. They've got quality out.
Is this the moment? And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, here's the replay, and it's quite a straightforward finish in the end. But he does well to find space and then hit the target. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Vasilev. Oh, read it really well.
Yeah, he was certainly on that in a flash, wasn't he?
Sargent. Franklin. Jose Cifuentes. And a fine tackle. Good distribution. Oh, good idea. And a decent delivery. Ah, goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it? Franklin. Richie Larea. Josh Sargent. A super tackle, and they've won possession. Vasilev. Larson. Indiana Vasilev. Promising pass. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Franklin. Vasilev. Well, the threat could be there. Well, they keep the ball moving. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Jonathan Osorio. Edwards. They want another goal. And crossed in there. And still danger here. Well, it could have been, but for the offside flag. Indiana Vasilev. Well, moving the ball forward, they might be in business. Crossed into the penalty area, but keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that delivery. like about that pass? Successfully cut out. Cifuentes. Well, sitting off them for now.
Yeah, they do look organised off the ball. Just need to remain focused, don't they?
Jose Cifuentes. You can almost see their opponents racking their brains. How do we stop this? Franklin. Jose Cifuentes. Good use of the ball as they look to extend their lead. Well, did well to win the ball back. Well, no point in stopping play. Advantage with them. Good-looking pass. Now opening things up. Opportunity here. And possession changing hands. Larson. In search of an equaliser.
Yeah, they're in control now. Feels like a goal's coming, doesn't it?
This could level it. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Richie Larea. Larea. Jose Cifuentes. Edwards. Franklin. Eyeing an opening. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Jonathan Osorio. Franklin. Jonathan Osorio. Opportunity to deliver the cross. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up.
Yeah, he was just in the right place at the right time. That's class defending, that.
Larson. Well, getting very close to the half-time interval, and it's a narrow lead for the visitors to this point. How would you assess what we've seen?
Yeah, it's a close one, a difficult one to call. I think they'll be the happier of the two sides, though, going in front, but it's marginal. They'll need a little bit more in the second half.
Determined defending. Edwards. Zimmerman on the ball. Larea. In the right place to cut out the pass. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, I think he's had a really good first half. Not only his goal, which he took well, but his overall performance. I'm sure he'll look to continue that in the second half.
Teams back in position, second half underway. Indiana Vasilev. Well, he's given it away. Walker Zimmerman. Osorio has it. And a free kick given.
Substitution for Toronto FC. Coming off the pitch, number 20, Daniel Shadowy. Coming onto the pitch, number 10, Georgi Mihailovic.
And they deal with the threat this time. Edwards. Georgi Mihailovic. Promising looking ball. Fine build-up as they look to add to their advantage.
Yeah, it's working well, isn't it?
Cifuentes. Franklin. Well, it's a textbook example of dynamic passing. There to win it back. And nicely over the top. Well, an illegal challenge there. And that is going to mean a caution.
Well, you could tell by his body language, he knew a card was coming there.
And a substitution in the offing. Well, possession problems. It's a neat move. Larson. Now Bedoya. Well, potential danger. Maybe the ideal pass. Well read to ease the pressure. "30 minutes left for play." Richie Larea. Larea. That's a useful cross. But keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that delivery. Good defending, out for a throw-in. Well, they've decided to make a change. Alejandro Bedoya. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Raheem Edwards. Jonathan Osorio. Mihailovic. Jose Cifuentes. Now what can they do from here? Oh, it looked really promising for them.
Yeah, I like the approach play, but just lacked that final pass, didn't they?
Alejandro Bedoya. Patience and persistence on the passing front in the name of finding an equaliser. And with that, the attack fizzles out. 20 minutes to go. Richie Larea. Pass, and justifiably so. And credit due, a good intervention. Promising ball. Despite the foul, they keep going. Well, possibilities in the centre. A very good tackle. Jonathan Osorio. Cifuentes. Can they create something from here? Well, disappointing end to the move. Vasilev. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Larea. And support available. This could finish it! And somehow he's kept it out!
Oh, that's strong goalkeeping. Didn't overcommit and made himself hard to beat.
Here it is now, a substitution. Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, the threat level is still high. Walker Zimmerman. And players waiting in the centre. Oh, might be. What a save.
Well, that save just about kept them in this, but they do need to create chances of their own, don't they? And quickly, if they're going to get a result here.
There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. And the right place to cut out the pass. George Mihailovic. Threads it nicely. And that's tidy work to push it to safety. Well, both teams have had substitutes swarming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. And short it is. Oh, moving it nicely. Oh, that's splendid play. Osorio has it. Cifuentes. Now opening things up. Josh Sargent. Now they stopped them in their tracks. Counter-attacking chance. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Well, no time to waste. Can they find an equaliser? And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Jonathan Osorio. Productive pass. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
Yeah, good position in there, wasn't it?
And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yeah, it was a real competitive match. Both teams creating opportunities, but I think on the balance of play, they deserved the result.
Well, I think it's fair to say he'll be happy with his own contribution in this game.
Yeah, I think the only thing that you could question is whether he could have been a bit more clinical in front of goal. Maybe should have had 2 or 3 today. Regardless, though, it was a good performance and the result to match.